Hello, lovely learners in Learning Land. Tyler from TenThumbsPro.com coming at you with another guitar tutorial like we do every single Monday. If you like this kind of content, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss a lesson. Today is going to be an introduction to fingerpicking old-time ragtime style blues for beginners. Printable tabs for this tutorial and all our tutorials by becoming a Patreon, link in the notes. A link to this specific tab pinned in the first comment, plus some timestamps to jump to the part of the lesson that you're learning. Additional links in the description, including my email if you want some one-on-one lessons, plus our other social networks. But if you're ready to learn some fingerpicking blues, cool with me, I dig and I respect it. Grab your guitar, brain and attention span. Once you have those three things, follow me on in and let's learn this together. Come on in. Okay, so a lot of this old-timey blues fingerstyle is going to come from your right hand. So we're going to start with hand placement. I like to put my palm right above the bridge, and I like to rest this part of my hand here against the strings. We're going to go ahead and start with that sound. So we bring up these two measures here, and we make just a classic E shape. We want to be able to bounce our thumb on the quarter notes between a muted open A string and the second fret of the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can actually help that staccato sound by releasing the pressure with your left hand, or you can let it ring. Letting it ring, staccato. Letting it ring, staccato. The staccato sound gives it a little more blues swag, but you're also incorporating releasing the pressure with your left hand with your right hand. This is the foundation of everything. So don't move on until you feel confident here. So the next thing we want to do is add treble to the chord. Treble is the top end. We got the bass going. So what we're going to do is keep that A, but we're going to use the index finger on the G string, middle on the B, and the ring on the E. And we're going to pluck those three strings with the bass on the one beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How long they ring depends on kind of your taste and what you want to do with this measure. You can kill the sound with these three fingers, or you can let them ring by getting these three fingers out of the way. Practice both of them. Okay, so now we've added some treble. The next thing we want to do is add some blues swagger to this. So that's what we're going to do. Well, we're going to start here. And what we're doing is we are hammering on, and I'm still fretting a full C chord, but you don't really actually need to fret the second fret of the A string because we're not playing it. You could do a two-finger chord if you wanted. I just fret this out of habit because that's what my muscle memory knows. So what we're doing is we're hammering on that first fret of the G string. What we're doing there is we're playing on the dynamic between the minor third and the major third, which is a very common sound in the blues. The G note is in the blues scale. But the G sharp is in the E7 chord. So playing between those two is a very bluesy sound. Play that over and over and over again. Even when you finish this tutorial and you've moved on from this, you want that to be the foundation. You want to be confident with that, and you want to be able to do that against the bass sound. So now we're going to add something called syncopation, which sounds like this. And it gives everything a lot of movement. And what we're doing is now we're playing on the ands. We're not just playing on the 1, 2, 3, and 4, but we're actually starting to play on the and, or in between the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So to do this, what you're doing is you're hitting the first fret of the G string after the second beat. So really slowly you get 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 Okay? And you can actually add that anytime you want, as much as you want. Now we're just doing that on that one particular place, but you can feel free to add this in multiple places across the measure. As you become more comfortable with it, and it doesn't have to be that particular string. This is just the foundation of this idea to help you get comfortable with syncopation and playing on the and. So the E7 is measures 1 through 4, as well as 7 and 8. This is 5 and 6. It's going to sound like this. So we make our A7, O, 2, O, 2, O, and we pluck the open A string as well as the G, B, and E on the 1. Then your thumb is going to go down and play the second fret of the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of syncopation again and play the open G on the and after the 2. So really slow, you get 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And that would be measures 5, 6, as well as measure 10. First, let's look at what's going on with the B7. We make our B7 chord, and we do what we've been doing. We pluck the A string, open G, B, and E together, and the thumb drops down to the first fret on the 2. But here, you're actually going to take your middle finger and move it up to the second fret on the 3rd beat to give the bass a little more action. 1, 2, and 3. You'll play the second fret of the G on the off beat. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Really, really slow. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So that's what we're playing over our B7. We go right from there to what we've been doing with the A7, which should be familiar. So we put 9 and 10 together, we get one more time. Okay. After those two measures, we're going to do a beginner turnaround, which sounds like this. And then you're back in the top, okay? So the way this turnaround works is you're going to play the open E string, and then your ring finger is going to play the 3rd fret of the B on the 2nd beat against the open E. So you go 1, 2, and 1, 2, and. You'll hit that 3rd fret again on the and. 1, 2, and 3. Middle finger on the 2nd fret of the B. 1, 2, and 3, and. To the 1st fret, 4, and. So you get 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. On the 1, you're going to play the open B and the 2nd fret of the A string. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And then we do this cool little walk up that goes 2 and 3, 4. Open A string, 1st fret, 2nd fret. The open A implies the A7, and the 2nd fret implies the B7. So we're kind of doing this sound that goes but we're implying all of those with just single notes. So that turnaround really slow. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. To the top. Nice and slow, all 4 measures. Then you're in the top. So at this point, you should have practiced each of these pieces individually. Once you feel confident with each of these pieces individually, we're going to go ahead and put this whole 12 bar together from the top. So here we go, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're back in the top. All right, let's just go ahead and play through it with some random lyrics. Go ahead and play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. All my friends always up to no good. All my friends are always up to no good. They never behave quite like they should. I can't take them anywhere, that's nice. So then you just kind of go through and make up your own song. If you want to know how to write your own blues song, I'll put a tutorial up in here on lyrics and placement and everything like that. So you can use this style and you can apply this to any key and you can write your own blues tunes as well. Okay, before I let you go, I'm going to give you one little trick that you can do over the 4 chord that sounds like this. To give it just a little bit of spice. You're going to make your A7 that we were doing, but get your pinky on the 3rd fret. And you're going to pluck just the A in the 3rd fret. Bass note, syncopation. So that should feel normal. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But our syncopation this time is not the G string, it's the B string. So I'm using these 2 fingers. I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 4. Middle finger on the E, pointer on the B. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I slide the pinky from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Then I remove the pinky entirely. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we get 1. Well, let's get our hand a little lower so we get some palm mute. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it adds a little bit of swagger and movement to your 4 chord. Well, why don't we go ahead and play the whole 12 bar from the top with that? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job, everybody. If you made it to the end, you learned the whole lesson. Good for you. This is a lot of fun to play, and it's the foundation for a very, very rich style of music that you can definitely take to whole other levels, adding melody, more syncopation, chord extensions, different chords, all kinds of cool stuff, right? Chord substitutions, riffs, licks. This is just the foundation for this style of music. And if you're going to get more complicated, it's good to have a strong base, the foundation that you can build on. Until next time, keep on learning, keep on rocking and rolling. Monday for guitar, Wednesday and Saturday for ukulele. We really appreciate you. We appreciate you following us. Think about becoming a Patreon. It will accelerate your learning, cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger. And until next time, have a lovely day, everybody. Keep it bluesy. Take care.